Thankfully enough for the Dragons, though, Vicky, they have an opportunity to close on a high. They're kicking off with our first match against the Charge. Let's go ahead and take a look at those standings when they're ready, and we'll see what you mean. That's options available for them as they go in. Choi, Nanoblade.
Oh, the wall, though. Not going to let them go in as the Blizzard gets unleashed. Here comes the Shatter here from Fate. The rest of the Dragons unleash everything that they have. Gonna have that Sound Barrier ready here too, but they're not gonna even need it. It's just a charge now. Losing out on Xerneas and Choi So-won. Piggy falls incredibly low, but manages to survive and take care of Fate at the same time. Jimmy now contesting on the point, trying to stall for as long as possible as they surpass the Dragons. Turn window actually from Izayaki here. 99% in favor for the Charge of the Dragons. Managed to flip it, but they're dropping with Izayaki going down, and so is Lip. Unfortunately, nothing coming out of that overclock after Fleta made the swap over to the Tracer here too. He's still alive. He's holding on to dear life as Fate Nat manages to get Xerneas, but they trade that for Lee Jae-gon, so both Lucios off the board as overtime now, taking away in favor for the Charge, and they have more heads here on this point, and they are looking fantastic, Trid.
I don't think I've seen a single fight on the point this round. Vicky.
No.
All the skirmishing has been happening in these back.
Well, he's taking a quick nap right now as the Sound Barrier gets unleashed from the rest of the Dragons. Choi So-won may not even have that opportunity. The Nano Boost was put on there, but he couldn't get the blade in time as Farway gets focused down by Lip. Lip's positioning so far in the second round has been fantastic, and the Charge have not even been able to even see the point with their own eyes. The Dragons continuously stop every approach they have, and now Fate is going to hug them in their spot.
Charge can touch with this one. They've had to disengage with 10% remaining.
Wow. Nobody's checked Lip, and Fate now has found Choi So-won. No blade here. 94% already in favor for the Dragons, and the Charge are now going to try to desperately get on the point if they even have heads available for them. Farway goes away. He gets clicked on the head. Xerneas has a Sound Barrier to at least keep the Charge alive to try to force it overtime, but Piggy can't even get set up there.
Sneak into those little corners like that. He's going to have a Death Blossom available to just shred through the Dragons. Getting him with the Disrupt Shot definitely has to happen with a Railgun as well. But he's using the Overclock. He does it again!
What's happening? Lip with the 3K, make it a 4K. The Charge are escorted off the point, and the
Charge have to take this round.
Saw Lip coming in on the Sombra, getting the hack real quick onto Jimmy, but he manages to survive. Meanwhile, Choi So-won has been tearing through the Dragons at the very end. Your knee continues, taking down Fate, taking out Fleta. Piggy now is helping clean up the point. Overtime, taking away in favor for the Charge, and the Charge take the first map in a very intense last fight there situation between themselves and the Dragons. First take already in favor for the Dragons. Of course, Spawn being right there. Lee Jae-gon's going to get right back into the action immediately, but the Charge holding on to the high ground. Nice anti hitting Xerneas and Piggy. Farway falling a little bit low, but manages to get away in time.
Yeah, good disrupt shot as well, controlling these very limited high sights that they have. Piggy's easy to get picked off there by Fate, and Dragons should be walking away with point A there. Farway's just going to contest the dive. There's not really much they can do here, but no, it's really good. You use the disruptor shot where there's exposed areas. If you're playing on the high ground, there's only limited access to where you can actually...
For that's next fight, here comes that disruptor shot. Again, controlling a lot more of that space. The Nano Boost on top of that. Lip now unleashing the overclock, being able to find Farway, and the Sound Barrier from Lee Jae-gon. The nail in the coffin to confirm this second point. The Dragons have not been stopped. Yes, Piggy gets Lip with the number advantage already in favor for the Dragons while they're looking to escort the rest of this payload to that.
Nano Boost is available for Izayaki and Fleta. Overclock from the top. Piggy can survive for a little bit. That bubble's going to mitigate some of the damage. Nice snipe there from Lip. He's just got oversight on them all.
Oh, nobody to contest Lip on the high ground yet, and the rest of the Dragons clean up the point with less than a minute on the clock. They take the payload to the finish line. It took everything that they got, though, and they even had taking their time to get through this choke point while Piggy tries to find an opening here. He's going to be able to try to go with Jimmy, but like we saw the first map, he doesn't even stand a chance to breathe in Lip's direction as he gets melted down. Lee Jae-gon as well doesn't find the shield bash onto Choi So-won, and Choi So-won is now melting onto this high ground, yeah.
Choi So-won obviously found his way into the back line there. Snuck around, still on the hunt. He sees Izayaki, he wants to go for it, but might be running into some respawns that are coming in. It's a good angle to have on Fate. Disrupt the shot, shurikens, lots of bursts.
Here, look what he could do. He knows
he
that Izayaki's right there.
He wants Izayaki!
He waited! He knew! Waited for the opportunity. Patience pays off. You activate the primal, but you get grabbed right into place on top of the payload. Jimmy is cleaning up the Dragons, and what a way to start that fight.
With a fantastic pick onto Izayaki, one of the ultimate... Pay attention to where these Nano Boosts are going over to.
Oh!
Well, it's Nano Lip with an overclock, so you better watch out, Jimmy. Unable to do that. That's the second kill. Looking for Piggy now. Piggy's got nowhere to run. Make it free! And the Charge have no option. There's 10 seconds remaining, Vicky. No way they cap this over. 10-player kill streak, and Lip will close out King's Row in a solid fashion.
We're talking about Jimmy a lot there. The Nano Boost coming in from Izayaki in time for Lip. The desperate attempt to touch from Piggy isn't going to do it, and the Dragons even up this series 1-1 now. Lip onto Jimmy there too after he activated the overclock. You also saw the disruptor shot, and then you saw Piggy try to use that grab to try to bring everybody from the Dragons back in, but the Dragons answering right back. Jimmy actually contesting after making the swap over to the Tracer real quick, helping the survivability, waiting for the sound barrier, the Charger, making sure that they can dwindle this entire time bank away from the Dragons with less than 10 seconds on the clock.
Xerneas will get fucked down. It's going to be shot down out of the sky. Piggy disrupting on the Doomfist, but like I said, they pretty much you're just going for stagger at that point, unless you had some miracle push with the Shanghai Dragons. Have Shanghai Dragons come down to the wire, and they have to run into a Piggy Graviton Surge.
Point blank in the chokehold in the doorway. Where are you going? Gotta hold on to at least the overtime ticking away. If you're not on that payload here, Lip does manage to find Piggy. It's a good big pick here, but Choice of One making this up over to the Sombra has allowed them to take care of the DPS lineup from the Dragons. Nobody left to touch. Spaceman's doing a really good job, but the dive in from Choice of One while Fate was already slightly low from Jimmy, and the sound barrier to put the charge into position despite Farway falling down early here. Now you're going to have Choice of One activate the blade, try to slice. He's found Lip. He's find somebody else. Going to find Lee Jae-gon in the back before trying to isolate Izayaki at the same time. It's going to have to be a reset from the Dragons, but good news for the Charge as they are going to be able to get that payload to that first point. Once again, totally see what Jimmy's
like that. He yeets the ground, They lock Lip in place, they want him gone, but Lip once again becoming the Torbjorn turret he was designed to be. Shuts down Charge. And now I don't see them being able to complete this whatsoever. A couple more melees but far away, able to get the bio to heal himself back up, keep him out of range, and Shanghai Dragons take us to match points.
Once again at the very end, always Lip making
his life for it. It was a great opener for the Dragons, but ultimately turns around because Piggy went raid boss mode and decided to take control of the map altogether. Overclock for Lip, relatively decent sightlines. Choi pulls the blade in front of him. That was so risky. Barrier's gone. Ooh. Cuts down Lee Jae-gon, then finds Lip immediately afterwards with the reset. That's what he needed to connect the dots, and this is almost insurmountable for the Dragons now, Vicky. 4 minutes 45, and they are on the...
But is about to get that blade soon. Piggy's also put to sleep. Gonna be going to real quick right now, but doesn't he even have the chance to blink before getting taken away by Izayaki and Fleta? Doesn't even have to use the blade here too. Great conservation of the Dragons and their ultimates right now, understanding the situation of how far they have to push this push bot in general.
They're gonna need picks. They're going to need them good. We're looking towards Choice A1 to be able to jump.
Oh, they got off!
Oh,
no!
They Shanghai'd!
See that disruptor shot once again. Going to be able to control that. A little bit of a ramp space. Also holding onto the high ground. Lip also taking a quick nap. Our way on point with some of these sleeping darts. Xerneas is once again going to get the fall. Very similar situation was set up in that last map versus Fate. Now Izayaki also on the Moira, falling incredibly low, trying to back away in time, doesn't because Piggy's on both of their tails. Also get puts into position thanks to Xerneas here, and the Charger actually going to get this point first.
And I love the disruptor slot placement on
now. He is going to be able to help out his own survivability, but like you said, Trick, Dragons have not been able to flip the point after using everything that they had in their arsenal basically here. Midas Fleta about to get the blade. Now he's taking a quick nap. He won't even be around anymore. The only thing he's going to be waking up to is the spawn room doors. And the rest of the Dragons now, their plan completely foiled by the Nano Blade. Overtime taking away and not a single head in sight from the Dragons.
100-0 dominance from the Charge there, Vicky. Deal with Piggy yourself at all.
Oh, look at this. Lip with the EMP, though. An EMP to answer right back. The Charge only really losing out on Xerneas in that situation. The Nano Boost still coming in from far away as Fate pounces onto Jimmy, taking care of him. He's also going to be sleeping. Far away finally gets hacked while he was in that side room originally, but he finds Lip. Lip can't finish him off. Oh, that was insane here. The Dragons are trading with the...
Piggy using that primal rage. He was already beefy enough. He didn't need the extra resistances. Someone help Fate. He's about to go down. You lose your main tank. How are you supposed to touch now?
Oh, it's such up to Lee Jae-gon. Flitter used the recall. He goes away into the well. dubster as the Guangzhou Charge take our first series here of the day versus the Shanghai Dragons, who couldn't find a dub in the first week of the Countdown Cup.
Oh, God, there are going to be some very confused Americans waking up to this.